very important discussion. It's vital that the Federal Government and Congress have a comprehensive understanding of the potential impacts that this rule would have on our nation's counties, particularly those counties in the western parts of the United States where our water is and our water law is unique to any other place in the nation. In Colorado, it's the only 48 state in the 48 contiguous states that all water flows out of and not into, presenting a unique challenge for all of us. In your effort to do so today to discuss this issue, I'm pleased that you've invited Sallie Clark today, and I'm honored to introduce Commissioner Sallie Clark of El Paso County, who is testifying on behalf of the National Association of Counties. Commissioner Clark serves as the Vice President of the National Association of Counties and has been a longtime advocate for, in recent upgrades, recent new promotions, longtime advocate for Colorado, local government, and unwarranted federal mandates to and on our states, and appreciate your willingness and your commitment and dedication to public service. You know, it's been an incredible, challenging couple of years for El Paso County, Colorado, dealing with forest fires and floods, and in conversations with water districts, conservation districts in Colorado, they continue to believe that under the Waters of the United States rule, it could be very devastating for their ability to deliver water for the needs of their customers, their constituencies, and indeed the people of Colorado. With the EPA's own study showing that 68% of the streams in Colorado are intermittent, this proposal will have major impact on Coloradans, including the energy and agricultural sectors. If you go into the state capital of Colorado, as both commissioners know, there's a poem written on the wall, right in the rotunda, that says, and it starts out by saying this: "Here is a land where life is written in water. Water is tied to Colorado's history, our land, and our success. And the last thing we need is for the federal government to destroy that incredible legacy that we have with a regulation that goes too far in impacting our agriculture, our land, our water, and our people." Welcome.
Thank you, Commissioner Clark. Welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Senator, so much. Thank you, Chairman Inhofe and Schuster, ranking members Boxer and DeFazio, and members of the committee for the opportunity to testify today on the Waters of the United States proposed rule and the potential impact on state and local governments. My name is Sallie Clark, and I am the first Vice President of the National Association of Counties, the only national organization that represents county governments. For the past decade, I've served as a county commissioner in El Paso County, Colorado, the home of Pikes Peak. My county is considered urban with a population of over 640,000, but with a mix of suburban and rural areas and over 113,000 acres of federal land. In all my travels as a NACo leader, I have heard concerns from across the country about how counties could be affected by the proposed rule. Hearing these concerns and working closely with our technical experts, county engineers, legal staff, public works directors, and stormwater managers, NACo ultimately called for the proposed rule to be withdrawn until further analysis and consultation with local officials is completed. This decision was not taken lightly. I want to be clear: counties support clean water. Our goal is to ensure the public safety and economic vitality of our communities while protecting water quality. In my county and others, we accomplish this through zoning and ordinances, regulating stormwater runoff, prohibiting illegal discharges, and establishing penalties for violations. That said, I'm here today to share with you the 4 main reasons we decided to call for the withdrawal of this proposed rule. First, this issue is so important because counties build, own, and maintain a significant portion of public safety infrastructure, and the proposed rule would have direct and extensive implications. Local governments own almost 80% of all public road miles and also own and maintain roadside ditches, flood control channels, stormwater systems, and culverts. Defining which waters and conveyances fall under federal jurisdiction has a direct impact on counties, as we are legally responsible for maintaining public safety ditches and other infrastructure. Second, the agencies developing the proposed rule did not sufficiently consult with local governments. Counties are not just stakeholders in this discussion. We are partners in our nation's intergovernmental system. By law, federal agencies are required to consult with their state and local partners before a rule is published and throughout its development. Although EPA did initiate discussions on guidance documents, we were not consulted through the 17 months between the guidance consultation and the introduction of the proposed rule, despite repeated requests. This leads to my third point. Due to this inadequate consultation, many terms in the proposed rule are vague and create uncertainty and confusion at the local level. For example, the proposed rule now defines terms like tributary, significant nexus, adjacency, riparian areas, and floodplains. Depending on how these terms are interpreted, additional public infrastructure could fall under federal jurisdiction. The proposed rule, as currently written, only adds to the confusion and uncertainty over how it would be implemented consistently across all regions. Our fourth and final reason for calling for the withdrawal is that the current permitting process tied to waters of the U.S. already presents significant challenges for counties. The proposed rule only complicates matters. For example, one Florida county applied for 18 maintenance exemptions on the county's network of drainage ditches and canals. The permitting process became so cumbersome that the county had to hire a consultant to compile all of the technical material required. And 3 months later, as the county moved into its rainy season, and after spending more than $500,000 invested, decisions on 16 of the exemptions were still pending. Ditches began to flood, putting the public at risk, and this is just one of many examples. In conclusion, while many have attempted to paint this as a political issue, in the eyes of county government, this is a matter of practicality and partnership. We look forward to working with you and the agencies to craft a clear and workable definition of waters of the U.S. that achieves our shared goal, which is to protect water quality without inhibiting the public safety and economic vitality of our communities. Thank you again for this opportunity.